Hey guys, welcome to the Family First Life USA podcast. My name is Stephen Yee. I'm your host today. I'm joined with two of my great friends. To my left, Zach Egan. And my buddy on the right, Jordan Lowry. What's up, guys?
What's going on, dude?
Hey, so there's a lot of mystery about how our overrides and our bonus programs work. And, there's a lot of companies out there talking about, the misconceptions of how it works too. So let's actually dive into it today. Here at Family First Life, we get paid 7 different ways. The most popular way is actively selling and making money on your own pen. And we don't talk about the override income very much, but we should. So let's dive into that a little bit today. Zach, how do you teach your agents why they need to build a team to get overrides and all that stuff? Let's dive into that. How do you do it?
So the first thing I go over is the biggest override, which is on your own sales, right? So I go over the comp structure. I go over the plan to keep moving up in comp, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, you can move up quite far at FFL on just personal production. What is the top personal production?
130%
on personal production.
You can hire nobody and get to 130.
Yep. So I tell them that's where you need to fuel your business with your personal production. Next, what you can do is as you're succeeding. So if you go out and you sell $30, $40, $50,000 a month issue paid, you are not going to be able to keep the secret from people.
Right.
Unless you're really trying. So they'll see what you're doing and you're going to accidentally get some people working with you.
Right.
And if they follow your same lead and you're doing 30 and they start doing 10, 15, 20, what happens is you make an override, what they call an override, which is the difference between their comp and your comp. And you get that override for helping them be successful in the business.
Right. Jordan, you've came from the MLM background kind of like myself, right? So a lot of people get really weirded out when they say, hey, that person makes money off of me. But here at Family First Life, we don't really feel that because we're so interested in helping others succeed and provide for their family. How do you guys teach it in your group?
It's nothing that I do, but just what Sean has taught the entire time, right? If I'm making an override, Steven, I need to earn that override, right? If I'm making an override, I get to earn that override. If you don't make anything, I don't make anything. So we get to make money together. You get to earn money while you learn, and my job is to make sure you learn really, really fast. I always start out with, dude, if my biggest mistake is I only hired 6 or 7 people for my first 9 months, right? So if I could do it all over again, I would have done it twice as fast, 3 times as fast, and I would have gotten really, really serious about it. So I do appreciate you having me on, but the question I continuously get, Steven, from all over, right? People that aren't in the industry and people that are in the industry, they just want to know, dude, is this real? Is the comp real, and is the bonus real?
Right.
And so I can tell you that is absolutely real. It is 100% without a doubt real. I mean, just last month, and you guys won't mind me sharing, we talk about this all the time. Zach, how much was just your bonus last month before I break it down?
$19,000
So Steven, $18,000
over
$230,000 a year
Yep.
of bonus. What was yours last month?
17.
From Sean, thank you, Sean, because he doesn't. That's what I want you all to understand. If you're at a company and there's some fake equity deal, or it's not on paper, or it's not in writing, you need to
run, because the bonus here, guys, mine was 37 last month, and I told Sean, I said, I won't sleep until I get it to 100 a month,
right?
Because 100, that's $1 million a year of non-charge backable bonus. Right. So just to hit on real quick on the comp one more time, right? The override works like this. If Steven's at 100, if Steven's at a 110 and I'm at 100, he makes that 10% difference in contract. When we say that this company was built on 3 things, number 1, it has to be great for the
client.
Number 2, it has to be great for the
agent.
And number 3, it can't hurt the company.
Right.
When I explain this, I say, now we're a broker. I explain this to our agents all the time. I'm saying what I mean by great for the agent is traditionally this industry is kind of messed up. The insurance company or the guy who's at the top takes 100, 110, 100%, and the agent's making 30, 40, 50%.
Right.
Sean decided to flip it. The person who's driving around, who's booking the appointment, who's serving the family, who's doing all the work, they get to earn 100%.
They get the lion's share.
Exactly. And then the rest is the company keeps a small bit. So back to that. If I close $1,000, I make $1,000. The company doesn't.
Right.
And then Steven gets 100.
Right.
How
And you should, because you're the one that did the work.
Exactly.
And it's just so many companies out there where like they make you talk to your friends and family and stuff, where they start you at like a 30% comp, but they're at like 110% comp. And I'm like, dude, so like Zach sold the policy. I wasn't there. I didn't do anything. And I collected 3 times the payment that he did. Like, that's crazy. And so like what the philosophy here that you talked about with Sean is like, we understood really quickly that a little bit over a lot is a lot. Right. We're not here to, you know, for a lack of better terms, like take advantage of other people. And that's what we feel like a lot of agents do.
Right. If you were doing the most of the work, Steven, don't you think that you should get the most of the pay?
Yeah.
Can you get behind that?
Yeah, definitely.
And they can, right? And because it makes sense.
Right.
And so just to get into the bonus, guys, what Sean decided and what we're doing here with Integrity and Family First Life is the bonus starts, you know, when you get to VP, which is like you and 5 guys, right? like if you have 5 guys who write 20 grand, right? That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 grand.
Right.
And if you write 50, that's 150 grand.
Yep.
So you go get a starting 5 and you're already and right there you're getting 1%, right? It starts at 1%. So just to give you guys a basic background of how it works, when you first start getting your VP bonus, it'll be about $1,000 a month, 12 grand a year. Nothing to joke about, right? You can hire your first staff, get some leads. Like if you woke up today with with a $12,000 raise, I bet you'd be pretty happy, right?
Yep.
But what's cool about that is it starts to scale, right? When you get to 350 or 400,000, it gets to 2%. So 400,000, you're getting 2%. You know, what's 2% of 40,000? Well, it's 8 grand a month, which is 100 grand a year.
Yeah, easily.
So, which is a big difference in 12 grand a year.
See, the other thing that was nice about the bonus program, because you know, at a lot of companies, right, Jordan and Zach, it's like if Zach hired me and he was at the top comp and I got to the top comp, Zach would be out of the override completely. Like he's almost got a vested interest in not helping me get to the top. Like he wants me to succeed, but not too well because I cut his money away. Here, the bonus program works because like if I'm working with Jordan and Jordan's killing it, right, and I want Jordan to get to the comp that I'm at, FFO rewards me for getting him there because they're going to pay me a bonus on top of everything he does. Yep. I lose the override, but I get a non-chargebackable bonus that's benefiting for me and my family. And dude, that's the crazy part. It's like, you know, the overrides that we make here is a multi 6-figure income plus. And then you throw a bonus that's like a multi 6-figure, you know, check as well. It's like, that's kind of scary, dude, if you really think about it. You know what I mean?
And just to get into the numbers to keep it really, really simple for everyone out there, right? Now we get to 2% or 3%. Now, this isn't something that takes 5 years or 10 years or is some aloof thing down the road. You know, I've been here for 28 months, right? And so the next percent when you get to 2% is 350,000. And then to 3% where it starts to get really, really exciting. And there's no cap on this. Let me be clear. There's no cap. Right. So 3% of 600,000. Now you're looking at 15 to 18 grand a month, $1 million a month, which we're all board members here.
Right.
How long did it take you to get to board members, Zach?
Just under 2.5 years.
Steven?
About 2.5.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For me, it was 2 years, right? A month under 2 years. So at $1 million a month, now your bonus is at 4%. So what's 4% of $1 million of production? 40 grand a month, right? Which is super exciting because, well, it's, you know, it's more money than my
business. Dude.
Well, let's be direct. It's more
dollars.
Just to be honest and direct and frank. Like that's more than my parents would make in about a decade.
Yeah,
just the bonus. And so there's no cap on it. Sean said it will. You know, as long as you work really, really hard, as long as you come here, you help people get. Because it's no fun if you're at a 145 or a 140, and there's a, as Andrew would say, a kink in the hose. Like you're going to keep that person at 135, just like now there's a kink. If you care about your new person getting paid, your number one goal should be how fast can I get them to 145? That's it, period.
What about you, Zach? What do you think about the bonus? How do you teach your guys in your group how to obtain the bonus?
I'm just trying to get them to VP as fast as possible.
How long is that timeline for you, you think?
I mean, I guess it's different for every person, but realistically, so I got to VP and I actually think I could have done an extreme amount quicker, like 6 or 7 months.
Right.
But nowadays, so
with the leads and everything that we have now, you can go in like 3 months.
Yeah. So I had there's a team that I was working with. They their second full month, they did like 85,000 issue paid.
Right.
You know, second full month.
Right.
And so that's like how fast people can grow.
And I would say even faster. We just had a guy in his 44th day hit 117,000, right? Wow. So I would say if you can't, so your logo guys, just to give you some perspective, 100,000 a month. So about 3 writers, you plus 3 writers, you're going to get your agency. You plus 5, 6, 7 writers, you're going to start to earn a VP bonus. And then I always said, right, if you're at $1 million a month, right, or 500,000 a month, right, then is when you're going to be earning about 10%. If your agency's 500 grand a month, you're going to be grossing about 50 grand a month. Would you guys agree?
Yep.
Because we don't take 30, 40, 50, 60% spreads. We take 5, 10, 15%. Maybe if you're helping them with leads, but a little bit of a lot is a lot. And if you look at the top level of the bonus, I was talking with Sean, and we couldn't do this without integrity. We couldn't do this without Brian. We couldn't do this. But at the top level, right, at $4 million a month, which is we've probably got over 150 people receiving a VP bonus check in our company.
Yep.
Over 100.
Over 100 for sure.
Over 100, but about 150. And above 4 million, which is council member, we probably have about 2 handfuls, about 10 or so, right? And the bonus at 4 million a month is 7%. And 7% of 4 million is, you don't have to be a genius. It's a lot.
280,000.
280,000 a month. So $250,000 a month of non-charge backable bonus for you helping other agencies get going. And I say, Zach, how fast do you want to get there? Is there anything you wouldn't be willing to do to get there? Because once you're there, you're done forever, right?
And we don't go backwards.
Never.
Because we grow. So therefore, it's fascinating because you get an agent that has their first bonus. They're like, oh, God, like $1,700. And I'm like, yeah, that's the lowest check you're going to get. Mm-hmm. Like, that's cool because the next one is like 2, 4, 5, 7, and it grows fast. Like the other thing that I've seen too, and this is where we love the bonus program. It's like you got a group that's doing 300 grand and like, their bonus check is about like $3,000, right? And then you go to a group that's doing, $1 million, which is only 3 times bigger. Right. Their check is like 17,000. And it's like the bonus check is like 5 to 10 times bigger, even though their volume is only like 3 times bigger. Because as you grow and help other people grow, you get rewarded for it.
Correct.
And just think about all the things you can do in your business if you're getting this really, really stable income that's non-charge backable. Like when I started getting the bonus, that's when I really got confident to get staff, to really get into like recruiting platforms. Like it totally transformed.
It's predictable.
How well, yeah. It totally transformed me actually having a business with employees, like a real big boy business.